let's have a chat. I want to have a chat with you today. We're gonna do it an in-depth, an in-deep one on alternative lifestyles and the choices you can make to reduce your bills. You know, rent, council tax, gas, electric, water, you name it. There's a way out of it. And this is for all pockets, whether you're in a tent or a boat. I hope you enjoy this one, my lovelies, and I hope you join in because I'd like some comments off you. Do you live in a tent? Do you live in a car? Do you live in a van, a motorhome, a static caravan, a normal caravan, under a tarpaulin? Wherever you live, in the comments, please, because it will help us all out. And I'll go through an in-depth look of what's going on and the place to be and the cheapest way of doing it. Well, you'll find that out as the video goes on. Let's get into this. Come on, let's go in. Let's get straight into this one with the first one. We'll be on about tents. Now, I'm telling you, people do live in tents. I mean, that would be the cheapest way to go, I would have thought. But people do live in them full time, as you'll see on YouTube. I mean, you've got to look at this way. If you've lost your house, you've had a heart attack, you can't work, the bills are getting on top of you, you can't afford to live there. What are you going to do? What are your alternative choices? Like I say, the tent is about the cheapest, but a car. Now, I know people who live in their cars and have done for years. Kevin, he lives in a car. He's just bought a van and just upgraded, but he'd been in his car for 2 years and he made a fantastic little job of it, and he survived. Do you know what I mean? He's gone into a van now, but so we've got cars. Now, I've also seen a lot of roof tents. And I know people who've gone and had a look at them. They're around about, they start from about 400, 500, 600 quid maybe. And you can get them with winter linings that you zip in. Now, I have seen a fair few tents, roof tents on 4x4s and normal cars. I mean, that's okay in the summer months, but like I say, they do a winter liner. So that's another possibility. I mean, it's ridiculous when you think about it. I'm just going through my notes so I don't forget anything. So we've done the tents, we've done the cars, and we've done the roof tents. Do you know anybody who actually lives in a roof tent in a car but have got the roof tent? Because that would be the next upgrade, I'd have thought, if you'd have got a car, especially in the summer. And of course, that gives you the freedom of any car park that you like, really. And you can park wherever you want to, which is better than the vans because they put a bleeding height restriction on most places now. In most public car parks, they put height barriers up so you can't get in. So a roof tent on a car. Do you live in a roof tent on a car? If you do, share your experiences in the comments. Let us all know, because that would be fantastic. The next one on the list, a van. I mean, you can start basic this time of year in the summer. You're going to get a bit of condensation if it's not lined out properly or whatever, but needs must. I mean, to knock a bed up and buy a unit to put a cooker and a bowl, expandable bowls, you've seen them, you can get away with it so cheap. You know, you can live, if you've just got a plain van, nothing in it. You know, you can put a bed in there. You can put a sink, carry some water, you know, a pop-up bowl. your heating. You can get little buddy eaters if need be, but this time of year you'll find out that you're not going to need them. And while you're not paying that rent, it's giving you that much savings each month. So your rent, your council tax, your gas, your electric, your water, your internet, whatever. That gives you what, 4 to 6 months now of being able to save up whatever that is a month. I mean, in most places that's nearly £1,000 a month, isn't it? So within 6 months, you got 6 grand. You could kit the van out properly just to how you want it doing. Um, that's a van. Then you can get it, you know, I should think that's the cheapest. But saying that, some of the motorhomes that are built for the job that have got sinks and cookers and Truma central heating, you get the vans from the 90s, 80s and 90s. A lot of them will have low mileage on them, which is ideal. You know, as long as they're not totally rock box or they ain't damp or whatever. But these things can be repaired. You can pick these vehicles up pretty cheap, you know, in 4 to 5 grand to have one livable that you could move right into. You're going to have to do some work on them, you know, and buy solar and whatever. But what you're saving in that house by giving that house or flat up, you'll find you're saving nearly £1,000 a month. You could most probably park closer to work. Industrial estates. I know people who live on industrial estates work and they shoot off at the weekends. I mean, whichever way you do it, it's an option. It's not sleeping in a doorway in a town centre, is it? Going to get your head kicked in, pissed on, and beat up for nothing? Because that's the society that we live in, people. That's the truth. We know it's disgusting, but this happens all the time. So getting a roof over your head. I mean, then if you can't find anywhere and you want to move into somewhere that's already done, the next option would be either a caravan, which is not really a practical idea because you're attached to it. You can't just leave them in laybys. But if you've got a site, you know, you could go onto a site, or then you've got your big static caravans, and you'll notice in most towns and areas, um, people are giving up houses and moved into these. They're like little campsites, but for the elderly, I think, or mostly for the elderly. And they've got static caravans, and they've got their own little communities, which may be a little bit cheaper than what your house rents and whatever are. So there is that option. Um, a static caravan, you could look at the prices of those. What else have we got? There's boats, canal boats, sailing boats, whatever. We know people live on the waters and have done for years and years and years. Now they're tightening the restrictions on the canals, as you all know. Same as what they're doing on the road. They're trying to they're, they're trying to keep us bound to one area, so we don't have to travel anywhere. But that's our choice. If we want to travel and live how we want to live, we have the right to do this. We're human beings. We're not robots. They don't control us. We're not slaves. And they treat us like fucking chicken farms or sheep. But surely, if you don't want to live there and you can't afford to live there, then it's your right to do what you want to do to get out of that situation. As long as you can save that money, then I mean, what more can you do? So there's a few alternatives there that, for alternative lifestyles. It's whatever suits you. Remember, we have one life. This is our life. We've got to live it. There's no rehearsals. And I know a lot of these alternative lifestyles. If you've got mental health problems or invalid or medical reasons you can't do it, then I feel so, you know, sorry for you, because it just doesn't seem fair that this is the only option that you've got. They'll put you in a box and make you pay for the rest of your life. You've got no quality of life. You go to work, you work 5 to 6 days a week to pay for that box to live in, and to pay for your HP on your bleeding washing machines, cars and whatever else. We're living above our means, people. Living above our means. We need to dump them biggest bills, which is your rent, your rates, your council taxes, is what we need to get rid of. If you need that income, if you need that spare income, instead of paying that £1,000 a month out to the council, you can live on £1,000 a month on the road. Listen, I live on £800 a month. I know my pension's 900 and so, but I leave that £100 in a month for emergencies, you know, and let it build up as much as I can. But I can live in here for £800 a month with my diesel. I can live like a king. I can go into the spoons. I can have breakfast. I can cook my own dinners. I don't pay for park-ups. I wild camp only. And you can live like a king on that. That's just your rent money. So you'll always have money to put by, you know, and things will come up and rob you because that's the way it goes. And another good thing, your spirits are not down. You're not waiting for that letterbox or postman to come wandering down. What's it going to cost me this time? You know, it's a wonder more postmen ain't shot and killed at gates and front doors. Do you know what I mean? They're the bearer of bad news, aren't they? And it never used to be like this. Do you know what I mean? You waiting for the postman to come. You might get a nice letter, you know. Now you know what you're going to get. There's no letters coming no more. Oh, no. No. It's just bills, demands, well, demanding money with menaces, and fast food leaflets and shit. Getting rid of the letterbox is fantastic, let me tell you that. Anyway, my lovelies, that's about all I can say on this. If you know another alternative lifestyle, you know, that you can live in this country, I mean, if the shit hits the fan, I'll just go to Thailand or somewhere like that if this vehicle breaks down and I can't afford another one. As long as I've got a flight to Thailand, I can live like a king over there on my pension. You've always got to have something on the back boiler. And getting rid of that house, you can do that because it's going to give you more funds. What more can I say? I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's a short one and it's a bit heady and talky, but let me know in the comments what you think. How do you think you would cope living in any one of those things? Let me know in the comments. And like I say, if you're living in a car or you're living in a van or you're living in a motorhome, living in a boat, let me know where you are and what you're living and how long you've been doing it. Because it can only help people, can't it? And that's what we're here for. We're here to point people in the right direction. It's a big move. It's a scary move. But we've only got one life, people. I love you all to bits. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've gained a few new subscribers and you can come along on our little journeys and trips and my day-to-day life. I love sharing it with you lot. You make me day. So I love you all, from subscribers to members to just watchers. Thank you so much. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm off. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It's a bit off the cuff, but there you go. Leave us a comment. And do the nice things, that hype and the thumbs up and all that. That'll be fantastic. And share the videos if you would on your social media. That really helps the channel too. But comments are key. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the next one.
Been around the world, I've seen a lot of hot stuff, but nothing beats the journey, not even the money. lost my mind, I fell in love with all the heart. I beat my world's a part of my journey. You can't take it from me. My life, I'm in the driver's seat. Nobody can take my spot. Keep pushing, don't ever quit. Been dreaming right from the start. I get to write it. It's my movie, I'm the one who decides it. Those nights when I have no light in the crib, young king still visualize it. Every day I choose who I want to be. Sometimes we break the rules cause we all got to be free. Got to protect it. It's my movie, I'm the one who directs it. Setbacks and gasoline for my jetpack. Bounce back every time, it's exciting. Been around the world, I've seen a lot of hot stuff, but nothing is the journey, not even the money.